Alright, so basically I wanted to show you guys the process for how to make a custom rigged and scaled model. So first import the model you're going to use for the animations, then import the one you're going to use for the mesh. Go ahead and take off the current mesh from the model we're using for animations, and then go ahead and select the base and scale it down. Go ahead. Once you get it scaled, apply all transformations except for rotation, and then select the cutscene dummy, very important, and apply all transformations again except for rotation. And then at that point, select this torso mesh and scale it down just vertically, so just along the Z-axis, and then drag it back up along the Z-axis to match up with where the arms are there. If you have like a one-piece mesh, you could just make a duplicate, but it's really you're just referencing where it originally was because you want to put it back there. Once it's back, then you want to apply all the transforms, and then you could go ahead and parent those to the base. And as you'll see right here, go ahead and delete the other model for now, just to show you guys. You now have a scaled down base model with working animations at that scale. And if you're wanting to go ahead and add that custom mesh, you're going to want to go ahead and take those, just the meshes, and parent them to the base. You want to go ahead and drag them all up vertically again so that the shoulders match up really well, the neck and everything. The most important thing, apply all the transforms. The most important thing is you want the hands to match up perfectly, so you can add an armature here. You could go ahead and change it to in front so you could see it. Drag that guy on up. And it can seem a little tedious. You don't want to actually go too in depth, but if you don't put these bones in the right place, it can cause the mesh to distort in ways you don't want it to. For example, here, and I had the bones up at the front, it was causing his holsters to move, and I didn't want them to. But moving the bones to the back of the arm seemed to sort of fix that problem here. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and kind of drag them to the back so that they don't cause that distortion. And add a couple of bones in where it was distorting, just to try and kind of make sure that the mesh is not assigning it to the bone, like arm bones. So then we're going to go ahead and select the mesh and parent it to the armature with automatic weights. Go into pose mode. And you can see now we can move the mesh around. If you go click this little green bone down here, you're going to see in 1 second, you can actually change the scale of the mesh. You can make its arms longer, or fatter, shorter, whatever you kind of need. Once you get everything lined up, the biggest focus is you want to make sure that the palms of his hands are lined up with the palms of the original mesh's hands, because that's going to make sure the weapons are placed correctly. You're going to go back to object mode, and you're going to hit that little wrench, hit apply on those meshes, and you can go ahead and reparent them back, and now they'll be posed like that. Even if you deleted the armature, they would stay like that. Then what you want to do is select the armature and just rotate it around, and you can do the other side of your body. You could do both sides of the body at once, but I just like doing it this way because it's kind of this cool snap to moment you'll see here in a second. And once you rotate it around, of course, it'll be a little bit off because the left and right side obviously are going to have slightly different angles. But really what you're going to want to do is in edit mode, get it lined up as close as you can to the arm there, and then watch. When we go ahead and parent it with the automatic weight, it's just going to snap that arm directly into place basically, and we're going to have to make very minimal adjustments. And it snaps to just like that. You go ahead and make minor adjustments as needed. Then you can go ahead and parent those back to the base, and you can delete the armature at that point. And if you try to export now, it's going to cause an error because you actually need to go in to this little green triangle and remove everything that says bone. You'll also want to remove like anything that's not actually a bone on your base that you're using. And then you can go into weight paint mode. Since he doesn't have a head, I'm just going to go ahead and paint it on neck. And at that point, go through every one of the meshes that you added, make sure all those bones are gone, and you can export. All right, and then you can go ahead, go back into the original meshes that were part of the base, and you can delete those, export one more time, and that's basically going to do it. You now have a fully working and scaled and rigged Java in Kotor.